In a quiet classroom, the main character stares out the window, his thoughts drifting far from the math equations on the board. He's a boy with a heart full of dreams, but life has shown him that not every dream is meant to come true. Every day, he looks forward to seeing her, the girl he's admired for so long. But lately, he's been wondering, is it time to let go? He's tired of feeling like he's endlessly chasing something he might never reach. As the bell rings, he snaps back to reality, gathering his things slowly as his classmates rush out. In the crowded hallways, he spots her walking with her friends, laughing about something he'll never know. Instead of rushing over to say hi, like he used to, he hesitates, lost in thought. He wonders if being a realist means giving up on something that brings him happiness. But he's already decided. He won't waste his time on something he can't have, right? At lunch, he sits with his friends who quickly notice his distant look. They poke fun at him, asking if he's in some kind of dramatic mood again. He laughs it off, but the questions linger inside him. His friends ask casually, "So, what do you really want?" It sounds simple, but the words hit him hard. Does he know what he truly wants? Does he want her because she makes him happy, or has he just been clinging to an ideal that's not really there? It's confusing, and he wonders if anyone else feels this lost. Later that day, we find him in the library, his face buried in books about purpose and meaning. It's as if he's hoping to find some secret answer in the pages. As he's lost in thought, she walks in, heading to the same shelf. They exchange a quiet greeting, and his heart skips a beat, even though he knows it shouldn't. This time, he holds himself back from talking too much, keeping the conversation polite. But watching her walk away, he feels the gap between them growing wider, wondering if it's meant to stay that way. He's not sure if letting go is about freeing himself or just learning to live with these feelings, unanswered. Days pass and he pours his energy into schoolwork, hoping that keeping busy will distract him. Every time he sees her, though, that familiar feeling tugs at him. It's not as easy to forget her as he hoped, and he wonders if he's being realistic or simply afraid to face his own heart. Could giving up too soon mean he'll miss out on something great? He wrestles with the idea that maybe moving on doesn't mean forgetting her, but finding his own peace. One afternoon, he happens to see her with another guy, laughing at his jokes. His chest tightens, but he tries to take it in stride, reminding himself of his decision to be realistic. Instead of feeling jealousy, he tries to accept that maybe he was never meant to be the one to make her laugh like that. But deep down, he wonders, does moving on really mean closing off your heart completely? He begins to question if shutting down his feelings makes him stronger or just makes life a little colder. Back in class, his teacher assigns an essay on personal goals, asking everyone to write about what they want most in life. He's left facing that big question once again, staring at the empty page as he reflects on what he truly desires. Slowly, he writes, surprised by his own words. He realizes that maybe it's not about letting go of his dreams, but about understanding that they don't have to control his happiness. It's strange to realize that maybe he can dream without expecting everything to come true, but it feels like a kind of freedom. The season moves forward, and he begins to notice subtle changes in himself. He no longer feels the need to chase after her every moment he sees her. He smiles when they talk, but feels no pressure to win her over. With each day, he grows more comfortable being himself, realizing that his dreams and reality don't have to clash. The path he's taking now feels less lonely, as he begins to appreciate the friends and moments around him, no longer needing just one person to make him feel valued. The pressure to be enough for someone else fades, replaced by a quiet confidence he didn't know he could have. Still, the questions linger. Has he really moved on, or has he simply grown stronger? As time passes, he feels a quiet peace he hasn't felt before. He's still the same boy with hopes, but he's now learned to see them from a different perspective. He finds happiness in the small things, a shared laugh, a good book, and the quiet moments where he's fully present, no longer lost in thoughts of what he can't have. By the end, he feels more grounded, able to enjoy life without clinging to a single, fleeting hope. He's learned that being a realist isn't about abandoning your dreams, but balancing them with the world around you. Sometimes, it's not about giving up, but about finding new ways to see yourself and the people you care about. He's come to understand that life isn't about the things we miss, but about the ones we hold on to without even realizing it. As he walks through the hallways, finally at ease, he smiles, feeling a new sense of purpose. Life may still be uncertain, but he's found a peace that doesn't rely on anyone else. And maybe that's the most powerful dream of all, being able to choose his own path and walk it confidently. It's a journey that he now knows he's strong enough to face alone. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. What do you think? Was he right to let go, or should he have held on a little longer? Let us know in the comments below.